Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Alpha Reigns, and thank you so much for having me. Please do not forget to subscribe, like and comment. Today I am going to be doing a video on vaginal hygiene. Now some might call it the vagina, the JJ, Stella, my cookie, jelly, but as long as it's a vagina, it needs taking care of, ladies. Now please forgive me for my nails. I've been trying to do nails, my own nails at home, and it ain't working, but enough of that. First and foremost, please never use perfumed gels or soaps on your vajayjay. Now the thing is, when you use perfumed soaps and gels and whatnot, this will lead to rash, irritation, and trust me, the last thing a lady needs is a vajayjay with rash or irritation. Trust me, I've been through the worst. I was on a date, and you know, like, my vajayjay was itchy, and I was busy, you know, ladies, I was busy, and he was like saying, "Are you okay?" And like, and you know, and stuff, and I'm like, you're so cute. So he didn't call me back, so I think he was like, this a lunatic girl, like, who scratches their vajayjay with the vajayjay, you know. But then enough of that. So ladies, please do not use perfumed gels and soaps, and use water. Water is like the best remedy for washing your vajayjay. On that note, please do wash your vajayjay with warm water. Not hot, not cold, like the hell. You don't want to burn your vajayjay, and you definitely don't want your vajayjay to be like ice cold, ladies. So the best way, do not use perfumed soaps and wash it with warm water. Okay? Now ladies, my sincere apologies for the noise, you know, like, I'm running away and the noise is following me and shit like that, but I am so sorry. Now, tip number 2. Wash your hands before touching your vagina. Ladies, please. Like, it's like someone making food for you when they haven't washed their hands. You know, it's the bacteria and stuff. So the last thing we need is your vagina with an infection. An infected cookie. I'm sorry for that. Now, I've never really understood the concept of, like, wiping your vajayjay and wiping, like, from the front to the back. It took me time for me to, like, really understand the concept, but then now I have, because when you wipe from the back to the front, you're dragging the bacteria, the dirt from, like, your butt, and it's going towards the vagina. And please remember that the vagina is a very sensitive part on your body. Now the last thing that you need is, you know, all that dirt and stuff in your vagina and stuff. So wipe front going back, and I would advise you to never use color tissues. I would really advise you to use Baby Soft. Like, it's magical. Nothing beats using Baby Soft, trust me. And never use color tissues. Like, those were used by our mothers in the 60s. Those bad for you, like, no. Anyways, I know you understand, and you'll get. Tip number 3: use less harsh hair removing creams. Okay, for those that wax, fine, but then for those like me that use hair removers, use less harsh creams. Now ladies, I have actually I've used, like, the No Hair product, hair remover from No Hair, and I've just had the worst experience. Like, if ever you want to find a witch, it's this product. Like, you find a witch when there's bad luck, when there's no bad luck. I've used this product twice. Now, I'm an idiot, because the first time that was a warning, and then I used it the second time. And the second time I actually, like, got a very bad rash, and it actually lies. It says works from 3 minutes. It's a lie. It should take about 5 to 10 minutes and burn you out doing that. Like, I ain't about this life anymore, so I stopped using this, and I switched to a Veet. Now, you know, if you want, like, heaven on earth, you know, even if you are broke, This will have you feeling like $1,000,000. I don't want to lie to you. Even after you have like removed your hair and shit, you don't feel any itchy. It's soft. It's like a baby's bum. You're rolling. This is magic. I would advise this on any day. I would bet my life on Veet. Now I also have, for those that love using shavers, this is actually Gillette with Olay. Right, the thing that I love most about this product is that as you shave along, like there's this shaving cream, like this delicate cream that will be also popping out, and it's wonderful. It's like a wonderful shaving cream for those that use shaving creams. I would definitely recommend this brand for you. Now, ladies, all these products can be found in Discount. And another tip is change your underwear 2 to 3 times a day if you've got an extra discharge. Tip is actually wearing cotton panties. Cotton panties are gentle, and they also give you room for air circulation, and this is exactly what our vajayjays need. Now, if you know that you've got like extra discharge, change your panties 2 to 3 times a day, or better yet, just use panty liners. Now, I have used many types of panty liners from different brands, but then my favorite have been those from Kotex. Now, don't mind my box, you know, they're like 50, they're like 100 panty liners and stuff. So the box doesn't matter. What's inside the box matters, ladies. So this is definitely my baby, my go-to baby. Now remember, do change your panty liners 3 to 4 times a day. It doesn't matter if you have got extra discharge, but then please do change your panty liners as often as you can. And also on that note, change your tampons and your pads at least 4 to 5 times a day. Now, because like you don't want your cookie to like be all soaked up in blood and stuff like that, and of which avoid using scented versions of these products, because like the scents will be made using chemicals and stuff like that, and hence you don't want an infection or rash or anything like that. I've been using Kotex. This has been my baby, like my day one. Kotex has actually been there for me. Like I've tried using so many brands of pads and stuff like that, but then I always ended up with like a humongous rash, to an extent like there was a time that I actually had to go to the bank, and of which you know how like banks close at 3, and I was late. I think it was 2:45, and I was actually getting into town. Now I'm on my period, I'm rushing, I'm not wearing my Kotex as usual. I don't know what happened though, because I'm usually prepared, and I'm not wearing my Kotex as usual, and I'm rushing. I've got this humongous rush up my ass, and I am rushing, and I'm rushing, and I'm rushing, and I'm rushing, and by the time I got my pad was actually ripped. You know, like the movement, the way I was rushing down, running so that I would catch the time at the bank. I got there, and the pad had like, it was not open, and the rush that I had, it had doubled. It was painful. I couldn't walk. I felt as if I looked as if I had someone who had like an STI and shit like that. But then thank God the Lord was on my side. I met no one that I knew. Like the last thing that you ever need is meeting an ex, your ex-best friend, or someone that you know like in such a situation and stuff. So I would definitely recommend Kotex any day of the year. And Kotex also has got like the Kotex nighty pads and stuff, and I'm telling you, that's just wonderful. You'd never leak. And I love the Kotex brand because it has all that. Like it has got the super wings, the small ones, the big ones, and shit like that. Okay, another tip, please, Ladies, I am begging you, please never put any foodstuffs in your vajayjay. I'm talking about the salt, the garlic, the lemons. I am begging you. I had my aunt, she used to put like cotton wool and dip it in lemon. She did this concoction that I never understood, and she'd put it up in vajayjay. Now listen, she ended up going to hospitals, spending money on something that she could have solved, at home. That's not even putting anything. Never put anything up your vajayjay. Your vajayjay is a magician on its own. It cleans itself, so please do not waste time and your resources putting things up your vajayjay, because to make it tighter, to do this, to smell nice. A friend of mine even went a step further to put pineapples. Yo, ladies, never, please don't stop. It's very difficult for me to explain how much my aunt's experience really touched me, because she was in pain. She was always crying, and the bills that the money that she spent on her bills, just don't. Leave it as it is. And of course, ladies, please don't put your finger up there. Like, even don't put your finger, even if you have short nails, just don't put your fingers. Why are you putting your fingers? I think there are other better things that you can put, like your fingers. But I'm sorry. But my point is, please don't put your fingers, because the last thing that you need is an infection and shit like that, Now, I know that I said water is the best remedy, but then I would also advise you to use this feminine wash from Avon. I use it almost every day. It does wonders. It leaves you refreshed. And of course, I've also tried the Gyna Guard, and it works miracles, I'm telling you. So this feminine wash is from Avon, and I'm loving it, 100% loving it. I know I talked about the feminine wash and how I use it, but ladies, get me right. Do not put it inside your vagina. Rather, use it on the outer sides of your vagina, not inside your vagina. Please get me right. Now, another tip, or the craziest theory I've ever heard, is the vaginal steaming. Now, I believe you put all these herbs inside, and then you put hot water, and then you actually sit on top of a bucket. Wow, crazy, I know. Would I recommend it? Never. Now, why? Because firstly, this is hot water what we're talking about. Like, your vagina is being steamed with hot air. Just imagine the crazy idea. Now, secondly, we're talking of herbs. Like we said, don't use scented soaps and gels and stuff. Now, we are also talking of herbs. Don't use herbs, which is why I would never recommend vaginal steaming due to that, because at the end of the day, most probably you're going to get a bacterial infection or rash and things like that. So please don't, even if they tell you that it helps with bloating and reduces cramps and stuff like that, just do something that has been recommended by your doctor to you. Now, another tip is do not use, you should have a separate towel for your face, for your body, and for your cookie. Now, what I'm trying to say is that don't use the towel that you use on your body to wash your cookie, because like that towel will have germs and shit and all sort of shitty things like that. Now, buy yourself a towel that you only use for your JJ, and after you dry your JJ, wash the towel and put it outside so that it can dry, of course with the sunlight and shit like that. Or another method is blowing it. Now, I'm not talking about like I'm not talking about like blowing it with hot air. I'm talking about like blowing it with the cool air. You just gently wah, 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 1 or 2, 1 or 2, 1 or 2, and then it's all good. You're good to go and stuff like that. So I would definitely recommend you using a blow dryer, but just don't fry your cookie. You know, it has happened. Just don't fry. Now avoid wearing tight clothes that do not allow air circulation. For example, you should take time from wearing jeans, and wear something that allows air to move in and out, like of your JJ, which is why I recommended cotton panties, because they allow like air circulation and stuff like that, air which is good for your panties. I would also recommend that you don't wear panties at all, but then you have to wear panties. But then, like, let's say at night and stuff like that, I would recommend for you to sleep without panties, so that your vajayjay just get some air. You know, like celebs do it, so why not you, girl? You rock, girl. But my point is, just don't get caught not wearing panties, yo. Because you know how we are. You know how people are. They'll be like, what have you doing? Where is your panty? You know, I once attended a function whereby for example, let's say it was my aunt who was dating her friend's boyfriend. Now, the thing was, where I got this whole thing of not wearing your panty and stuff was through my aunt. You know, so my aunt believed that air circulation, and of which is true, air circulation is good for the vagina. So she wasn't wearing any, she was wearing this nice silky dress. So the thing was, she was caught having an argument with her friend's husband. Woo! And the friend was all up in her, pulling her wig, pulling a dress. So she accidentally like opened the dress, and she wasn't wearing any panties. She left my aunt and then started searching her husband, saying, where is the panty? Where is her panty? So I was just standing there. I wanted to explain, like, she doesn't wear panties because, like, she wants air circulation for her vagina. But then who was going to understand all that? Because, like, we don't really understand the importance of taking care of our vaginas. So I was just there. She was busy harassing the husband. Where are the freaking panties? And I was like, I'm not going to comment. She might as well just pull my dress off and see if I have one or not. But then my point is, take time off panties. And also another thing, when you are exercising and doing all these hard lifting works, please do not wear thongs, because like literally a thong is like it's like a cloth stuck in between your ass. So the last thing that you need with all the movement that you'll be doing is the dirt from your butt going on upwards to your vagina. Avoid wearing thongs when you're doing such activities, and avoid wearing thongs. Just avoid wearing thongs on occasions where you don't really have to wear thongs. Like for me, I actually started wearing thongs this year. It was my first time. But I'm not really used to them, and I really do prefer my balloon panties, and I'll choose them over anything. But then thongs, when you're wearing for example, a silky dress, you need a thong, and stuff like that. But I wouldn't recommend you using a thong each and every day. Take me, for example, I use a bubbly panties, and I am good. Now, ladies, do not I never said throw your thongs away. No, don't get me wrong. Throw your thongs away. You need them for your mans and your mans and your mans. But then, adjust wearing bubble. Now, unfortunately, we've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for having me, and thank you so much for your support and your love, and for taking the time to watch this video. Now, please do not forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Leave your comments, please. I want to know what you think, and I want to know what I can do next, and how you'd love me, how do you love for me to improve, what you'd love for me to improve, and the whatnot and the whatnots. Now, please watch out for my next video, whereby I'll be talking about how to tighten the vagina, how to make it smell good, and the do's and the don'ts and things like that. Please do follow me on Instagram at Alpha Reigns, Twitter, and all other social medias at Alpha Reigns. For now, Bye bye, and I love you lots, my babies.